Bucko, commiserations on a very difficult to take defeat there at the end. How hard was that?
We're bitterly disappointed, obviously, with the result, and to concede the goal at such a late time in the game after working so hard, after firstly going down to 10 men, and defending well, stopping crosses, defending the box well, and being organised and disciplined, and then to go down to 9. Yeah, it's ultimately probably why we've conceded the goal at the end of the game. Ill discipline from some of our lads, and it's disappointing.
A long time played with 10 men though. Talk to me about the heart and the determination the lads showed to stick in there and keep them out for so long.
Yeah, so a lot of our performances of late have been tremendous, and tonight was very similar in terms of full of heart, loads of effort and attitude to work hard as a team. But a pattern of goals, of conceding goals late on, is occurring, and we've got to make sure that we're mentally right when it comes to the latter stages of the game. For all the effort was put in, and for the performance, ultimately we're here to produce players for the first team. But for the lads, they want to get points and they want to win games, and for all the work that they're doing, they deserve a little bit more. But if we are ill-disciplined and we don't do the right thing right to the end of the game, if that's 8 minutes put up or 10 minutes put up at the end by the officials, all the best. We have to do our job right to the end, and we didn't quite do that again.
How frustrating is it becoming this little pattern, this little trend of conceding late goals?
Some of the games it's been enforced upon us at times. Ultimately, it's having the mentality to see out games. If that's getting up to the ball to stop a cross, or stopping an opponent putting the ball on you, or defending the box a little bit better, or being disciplined and keeping as many players on the pitch as you can. And ultimately that's cost us tonight. We've done tremendously well down to 10 men and absorbed a lot of pressure and ran a lot, worked a lot. Good organisation. The lads tactically were excellent. To say that we'd not done any work on that beforehand, but one step too many when we go down to 9 men, and ultimately that's why we've conceded the goal so late.
I guess there's a lot of lessons to be learned from today, both in, like you say, in terms of ill discipline, but also positives to take away and how well they did do for that sustained period of time.
Yeah, so the lads are young lads, aren't they? And they're learning and they're developing as players, and there's certain bits where me telling them firm after the game about why we've lost the game is hopefully that player will understand what we're trying to tell him. So when he's 22, 23 and he's playing in somebody's first team, he remembers to stay on the pitch after being taken down, because the lads need you at that time, and then understands the rules that he has to stay off the pitch for 30 seconds. But hopefully that reminds him how firm we've been with him in there this evening. But ultimately the performance of the players have been very, very good, and they have been for numerous amounts of weeks now. We're not quite getting a little bit of luck, but we are making the mistakes which cost goals at times, so you've got to still cut out them mistakes that we're making late on in games. Can't fault the effort, the attitude of the players. We've just got to do a little bit better in the final stages of the game.
Ended on a nice high point. Nice to have Max Bardell back tonight.
Yeah, so good. First team lads were excellent. It's nice to get Wardy out there and playing with us again, and for Max as well. So for Max to get some minutes, he's had a terrible time in terms of injury, so hopefully he can stay injury free and get some minutes under his belt with us, and then see where it takes him.
Someone you've worked with for quite a long time now, Max Bardell. How much do you personally hope that he's able to stay fit and really kick on?
Yeah, so probably 18 months ago, Max was in a really good position in terms of first year pro, coming out the 18s, and was performing excellently for the 21s. He just had a tough 18 months in terms of injury, and it's just important he stays fit and gets the games under his belt. But he's excellent. He's quick. He's aggressive. So yeah, we'd like to have him back. Hopefully it's not for too long, because we want him in somebody's first team.